You were meant to be attractive. You were meant to look like a model. And I know what I'm saying probably sounds completely false, but if you give me just 2 minutes, I'll prove to you that it isn't. So if I ask you the question, which of your facial features are determined by your genetics? To that question, you might answer your hair color, eye color, and so on. And you would be right to think that those things are mainly genetic. Now, if I ask you that same question, you might also think that the shape of your jaw, your skin quality, your hair quality, and so on are also determined by your genetics. And in that case, you would be wrong because these things are mainly determined not by your genetics, but by your habits and health. You have to understand that the main reason why you're not attractive right now is simply because you didn't grow up with the right habits and health. The reason you have bad skin is probably because you eat like crap. The reason you have a recessed jaw is because you had bad tongue posture and bad chewing habits growing up. The reason you have bad bone mass is because you didn't have enough testosterone throughout puberty, which is mainly the result of your lifestyle and eating habits. So most of your bad facial features are simply a result of how you've been living throughout your childhood and teenage years. And if you did have the right habits growing up, you would just grow up to be attractive and be attractive by default. So this also means that if you don't look the way you want right now, all you have to do is change the way you live and change your daily habits to change how your face looks. Most of your facial features are very malleable throughout your whole life. You can adapt the shape of your skull through adopting proper tongue posture, which will cause a process called mechanotransduction to occur. And if you don't believe it, then you'd be ignoring these guys who have completely changed their bone structure way after hitting puberty. You can also grow certain facial muscles to change how certain of your facial features look. You can grow your masseter muscles, which will give you a wider jaw. You can train your orbicularis oculi muscle to give you sharper eyes. You can train your suprahyoid muscles to raise your hyoid bone upwards and sharpen your jaw, and so on. You can also lose a lot of body fat, which will make every single one of your facial features appear sharper. You can change your hairstyle to fit your face shape better. You can improve your skin quality by fixing the way you eat. You can build more muscle by training in the gym, and so on. So the point I'm making is that your looks are very malleable in many different ways. And by changing all of these things about your face, you can become much more attractive than you currently are. Even if you have features about yourself that aren't considered that attractive and that are determined by your genetics, like your hair color, eye color, and so on, they don't determine how attractive you are nearly as much as you would think. So, yes, if you're not very attractive right now, you can become much more attractive as long as you implement the right habits, protocols, exercises into your life. And if you want to know what you should implement into your life to change your looks completely, I built a free community you can join where I explain all of the foundations of improving your looks. It's completely free, so you can join, see if you like it, leave if you don't. See you inside.